Around a month ago, TakeTakeTake launched their Play Zone in partnership with Lichess that saw the company officially competing with Chess.com. That means for the first time since 2022, when Chess.com bought out Play Magnus, they finally have another genuine competitor in the market, which is leading everyone to one question. Is TakeTakeTake actually good? Well, in today's video, I plan on answering that question. If you're not familiar with this series, we take chess platforms or products such as Chessly or Chestnut, and I give you guys my brutally honest review. We'll divide this video up into three main sections: user interface, the play zone, and the social features. Each category will be rated individually out of 10, and at the end of the video, we'll have my brutally honest review. Before we do start today's video though, I should mention that I have not been paid to make this review. And I do in fact lose money making videos in this series, so if you want it to continue, feel free to subscribe to help us reach 100,000 subscribers. But with all that being said, let's see exactly what TakeTakeTake has to offer. User interface. First, we can start with the UI of TakeTakeTake. And not to spoil this section or anything, but I absolutely love it. The reality is, emerging companies just can't afford to have even an average UI. If the platform looks ugly, it feels ugly too. People can and will judge a book by its cover, so unless you're a cult classic like Lichess, you need to go above and beyond with your UI. The color scheme is easy on the eyes, and everything is laid out in what I can only describe as an ideal way. If we're being directly comparative to Chess.com and Lichess on mobile, TakeTakeTake's UI is much better than both. Their icons are modern, yet it's clear what they mean. All of the buttons are easily accessible, and at no point in the app was I ever unsure of how to do anything. There are call to actions to set up your profile, connect your Lichess accounts. I mean, just look at the homepage. I wonder how you're supposed to play a chess game on this app. Oh wait, it's probably the big play button. Technically, this isn't to do with the UI, but the UX is great as well. Every button works, and despite my best efforts to find a glitch on the app, I just couldn't. TakeTakeTake essentially takes bits and pieces from other recognizable mobile apps and morph them into a chess app. If you play there for a while, you'll see hints of YouTube, Patreon, Lichess, Instagram, and even Chess.com. They've very clearly taken all of the best interface features from a variety of existing apps, and this is the result. They didn't reinvent the wheel, and the result is an extremely clean UI that I couldn't find any problems with. Do note that TakeTakeTake isn't a super complex app. When they inevitably launch their learn functions, I do expect the UI to drop in quality, as presenting information is a whole new can of worms that very few platforms get right. But I can only critique what currently exists, so the user interface on TakeTakeTake gets a 10 out of 10. I just couldn't find a single thing wrong with it. Before we do move on to the next category, I will mention that the user interface is pretty subjective. If you personally don't like it, you would also be right. So my rating here is mainly comparative with my reviews of Lichess and Chess.com. If you'd like to see those reviews, I've left a link to the playlist in the description below, but for now, let's look at the play zone. So going into this video, I already knew that TakeTakeTake used the Lichess framework for their play zone feature. However, I did overlook the fact that playing on TakeTakeTake essentially just means you're playing on Lichess. Maybe I'm the only one that was confused by this, and it's dumb to even mention it, but if you play a game on TakeTakeTake, the same game exists on Lichess, and it will affect your elo there too. So in one way, it makes this section of the video very easy. We can just go back to my review of Lichess and see what I rated their playing pool there. So you would think that this should also get a 9 out of 10. Right? Well, not exactly. One thing I don't think TakeTakeTake really thought of is that I don't really want my elo to be affected on my Lichess account while I'm playing on my phone. I play chess on my laptop or my PC, and if I play on my phone, it's because I'm bored waiting at a doctor's appointment, or it's 3 AM and I can't sleep. Whilst I do use the Lichess mobile app from time to time, I will never use it more than I do for the sole reason of not ruining my elo on a device which I know I'll play worse on. Because you need to sign up with TakeTakeTake to begin with, and they send you a confirmation code to your email, I assumed my account would be exclusive to the app I just downloaded. So when it prompted me to link my Lichess account, my assumption was that it was just going to see my Lichess ratings and use them for TakeTakeTake. I didn't realize until after a few games that the gameplay was actually synonymous between both platforms. I won't take off any points for this because it's completely possible that this was a problem completely unique to me, but I thought it was something that I should mention. My actual criticism is what I touched on a little bit earlier. I play worse on my phone than I do on my desktop, and I don't want the ratings to coincide anyway. Multiple accounts on Lichess is typically frowned upon, so it would be a welcomed addition if an exception was made specifically for TakeTakeTake accounts, as you physically cannot play it on desktop without an emulator. Hello, this is Jacksark from the future. I have been informed that TakeTakeTake is planning to launch their beta of their web app. So my criticism that you can't play on your desktop no longer exists, so that will be ignored in the final score. The analysis is amazing for a mobile app and is much better than any of their competitors. It does have AI explanations in the analysis though, which I thought were pretty confusing. For example, in this explanation I got, there were some odd wording choices. Personally, I've never described a capture as an elimination, but maybe when we win a game, it'll show us a victory royale banner. Who knows? I'm not entirely sure what a persistent material advantage has to do with the position either. My opponent played the banker gambit. You could say this on every move because they're always down a pawn. I also had this position where the AI was suggesting that there was a discovery in the position, but it's a discovery on a defended rook, so I'm not really sure it's a dynamic worth mentioning. What is cool though is that you can report the commentary if you think it's egregiously wrong, so I assume in 6 months' time the AI will be much more refined. A cool added feature would be for the AI explanations in the analysis to be rating specific. For example, in this same position we looked at earlier, after knight c6, it would be nice if it simply said, "The knight now attacks the queen, forcing it to move." There's not really much else about this position that needs to be explained. Longer explanations will confuse lower rated players, so in an ideal world, with AI more advanced than ever, a personalized AI based on your rating and even the time control you're playing would make much more sense. Other than that, the analysis is fantastic and there's nothing else to critique. They also have challenges on TakeTakeTake, which is kind of just a nothing burger. I get that it's like a fun little way to make the website a little competitive, but this challenge I found was kind of just boring. It's just a 14-day challenge where the player with the most wins will win the challenge. It's almost like that's the whole point of chess, to win more than everyone else. You could argue that the challenges could be more unique, but I also think if they're too unique, then you'll have hundreds of players in the Lichess pool playing the Bong Cloud against you because it was a take-take-take challenge, which could ruin some people's playing experience. Overall, I think it's just a feature that I can see dying out very quickly. This won't affect my overall rating, but it's something that I wanted to give my 10 cents on. All in all, that's pretty much everything you need to know about the play zone. My main criticisms are the average AI explanations in the analysis board and the forced compatibility on TakeTakeTake to link with your Lichess account. In my review of Lichess, I rated the gameplay a 9 out of 10. And for TakeTakeTake, it would be harsh to give them anything lower than an 8. In reality, I think it's more of a 7.7, but if we're not careful, we'll get our own coastline paradox, so we can move on to the next category. That next category is the social features. What interests me the most about TakeTakeTake was its efforts to become a much more social platform than all of its competitors. There are forums on chess.com, but they're not very fun or welcoming in the slightest. Lichess also has very minimal social aspects on their website, but this is all for good reason. For the longest time, if you play chess on either of these websites, the social aspect is taken to a secondary platform. I mean, here we are right now. Scroll down to the comments and say hi to everyone. In a way, this video is the social aspect of chess. Outside of YouTube, there's each platform's Discord server, Twitch streamers, or even Reddit communities. So both chess.com and Lichess have poor social aspects on their given platforms because they encourage it to take place on a secondary platform. This is mainly due to liability issues. Running a social aspect on your platform requires constant paid moderation, and with Lichess being a charity and chess.com firing half of their staff on a good day to meet their revenue quotas, you can imagine why they're so bad. But if you're a company like TakeTakeTake, you need to find a way to stand out amongst your competitors. So as a result of this, they actually have a very cool social feature. It's essentially Instagram for chess. That's the easiest way to put it. You can follow other players to keep up with what they're doing. Maybe they played a really cool game and wanted to share it. If they do, you'll see it in your feed. You can endlessly scroll through the feed tab. When you run out of posts from your friends, the algorithm will show you random posts it thinks you might like from within the community. It's just a cool feature. It's a very simple one, but I really like the fact that TakeTakeTake is pushing it so much and not just shoving it to the back of their website. I feel like the forums on chess.com are so ignored that it just collects incredibly opinionated people rather than the average user. But from what I've seen so far, the community on TakeTakeTake feels very positive. It's a good untapped market too. If I play a cool game, I post it to my Discord server. But TakeTakeTake kind of just cuts out the middleman. And if they can get people really on board with their social feature, they're essentially going to become a hub where people can share cool games they played with each other. I know we've kind of strayed off from the reviewing aspect of this video, but it is a very bare bones feature and I can definitely see it getting added to in the future. You can post and comment. That's kind of it, so I don't really have any critiques for it. With that being said, I think it deserves just an 8 out of 10. Although there's nothing to critique, it's very obvious how simple it is in its current form. Once they do add some more things to it, it will easily get a 10 out of 10. But it's too simplistic for anything higher rated right now. With those 3 categories down, we do need to look at one last thing. What's missing? Because the app is so new and TakeTakeTake clearly has no intentions of biting off more than they can chew, we do need to look at what's missing from the app. It's kind of like rating a chess app that shows you an image of Magnus Carlsen. Sure, if that's the intended purpose of the app, it would get a 10, because it's so simplistic and nothing is wrong with it. But this platform has competitors, so what it lacks comparatively should also be critiqued. TakeTakeTake currently has no learn features. It has no tactical puzzles, opening crash courses, or endgame training. The only analytical feature on the platform is its game analysis function, which we touched on earlier. This also means there's no study feature on the app, which is a big miss too. There are no bots on TakeTakeTake, which means you can't play offline at all. I actually find myself playing the offline chess.com bots if I'm on a long flight and want to kill some time. So as long as they're not stuck behind a paywall, they would actually be an improvement to the platform. In fact, there's no engine to play against on TakeTakeTake either. I find it's often useful for lower rated players to play against the engine or bots to practice their openings, but this doesn't exist on the platform. There are no real tournaments to play in, and obviously no variants. With no puzzles means no puzzle games like Puzzle Rush, and really the platform just lacks a whole lot that chess.com and Lichess have. TakeTakeTake is also importantly free, which I didn't really know where else to mention in the review, but considering we're wrapping things up, I thought I would mention it here. Although you can bet your house on the fact that eventually there's going to be some kind of ads or paywall in the app in the future. So with all that being mentioned, let's go to a summary of TakeTakeTake as a whole. The user interface is great. There's nothing really to criticize, and I would be lying if I said it wasn't a 10 out of 10 for me. Again, though this is more of a subjective thing, so you're well within your right to disagree. The play zone is cool, although it's basically just the same as playing on the Lichess app, which by the way is fantastic. The only real unique feature is the AI explanations in the analysis section, which unfortunately can vary in accuracy. Overall, we gave the playzone an 8 out of 10. The social features are also cool, although they're very simple and aren't quite worth shouting about just yet. However, if they do continue to push the concept, I can see it being the cornerstone of the app in a way that its competitors will have to follow suit with. We gave them an 8 out of 10 based on the fact that it had not been expanded on. So if you average everything out, TakeTakeTake should be getting a 9 out of 10. But that's not going to be my final rating. We mentioned previously that a lot of things are missing from the app, which has to be factored in. If you're offered an 8 out of 10 fruit salad that has 6 of your favorite fruits, and then offered a 10 out of 10 fruit salad with just watermelon, you'd probably pick the one with more variety. So we need to apply the same logic here. To be completely blunt, there is absolutely zero reason for anyone to be playing on TakeTakeTake right now. Sure, I would encourage everyone to go and download the app and claim your username, but right now there is no reason to play it over the Lichess app. The only reason that I would actually recommend playing on TakeTakeTake over chess.com is because the paywalls on chess.com are so egregious nowadays that it's very difficult to actually play on the platform. But if you really think about it, if the play zone is just the Lichess playing pool and there's no other real features on the app, why would you bother playing on it? I know the app is new and they will certainly be rolling out new features very soon, but it seems a little bit perplexing why they would release it in its current state. For our review of Lichess, we gave the platform a 9 out of 10 overall, and for chess.com we gave it a 6 out of 10. I'll probably come back to TakeTakeTake in around a year and do a secondary review, but for right now, as the app stands, I can't give it higher than a 6 out of 10. It's a good app, and if we're rating it on what it has right now, it's a 9 out of 10, but we also just need to look at what it doesn't have, and unfortunately, it's a lot. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below of TakeTakeTake though, and definitely let me know if you guys would like to see that follow-up review in around a year to see how the app is going. Apart from that though, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of my brutally honest review. Let me know in the comments what you'd like me to review next in this series, but until then, I will see you all in the next one.